Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
All right, switching gears, back to the weather.
Some incredible scenes out there, Alana.
Definitely so, but I just have to say, Craig remembers the high school and all of those classmates.
No.
I don't believe that for a second. He is the best. Great story. And happy graduation to all those graduates, right?
Yes.
Okay, we had some clear skies in parts of the state today, but then we had storms bubbling up in other portions. Chris Williams got this video. This was yesterday, but I had to show it to you because it's the north and south arm of the Great Salt Lake, which continues to rise following our record snowpack. Love to be able to report that, especially after years and years of talking about the levels dropping. Great video there. Lake Powell's also up 46.5 feet. Reports that it's rising a foot a day. Great to see that. And then up 5.2 feet at the Great Salt Lake. That video telling that story, which is good news there. So that is the silver lining of our record snowpack, but that comes with some flood alerts. Now, as we take a look, we've scaled back on the flood alerts. We're going to check out northern Utah because we still have a flood warning for a portion of the Bear River. This is right below Woodruff Narrows. You can see on the state line near southwestern Wyoming, and this area is still dealing with moderate flooding. Now, it's more minor flooding for the Sevier River near Hatch, but that flood advisory does impact several counties because the Sevier River runs through several counties. That includes Sevier County, Paiute County, Iron County, all the way down towards Garfield and Kane County, and that's why that flood advisory remains in effect. It means minor flooding is occurring, but 2 current flood alerts right now. All right, that live view of the ABC4 studios. It's gusty, windy out there, and that's going to hold on into tomorrow as we get the chance of storms bubbling up for a portion of the state. Topped out at 88 in Salt Lake. 80 is the average high, but we were above that today, and we really warmed up. We were warmer than Moab. Southerly flow helps with those temperatures climbing. 97 in St. George. Have not hit triple digits yet this year, but flirting with them for today. Satellite radar shows you what's happening as they sweep the region here. We can still see that storm over in the West Desert putting down fresh lightning. If you're looking to the west from the Salt Lake Valley, you'll probably see some cloud to cloud there. Echoes of moisture over I-80 and some isolated activity in the southwestern corner of the state. That's a portion of the state that is going to dry out. We've got a low pressure system. I know this was similar to last week. You're looking at the water vapor here, and you can see the counterclockwise flow impacting Utah, bringing in those southerly winds. Well, as that nears the Beehive State, we're going to have influx in moisture, which means that we see more thunderstorm potential, especially for the northern and western side of the state. And we also see the potential for some gusty winds. We're giving you that warning so you know what to expect. A portion of the Beehive State in the marginal risk for tomorrow, and that means severe storms are possible in northwestern Utah and the West Desert. This does include over I-80, the western end of the Salt Lake Valley, and Tooele County, as well as the Rush Valley. General thunderstorm threat for the rest of the state there. Futurecast gives you the timing here. Quiet for the overnight once we get rid of those isolated nocturnal storms you're seeing. Maybe just a few isolated storms wanting to hold on. By midnight, we see towards the Four Corners and the Grand Staircase area some storm potential. Quiet to start the day, but then daytime heating kicks in and moisture potential's there. Cache Valley, backside of the Wasatch to Colville over I-80, and then look at that over the lake for tomorrow by 3 p.m., which means the Wasatch Front and Tooele County will be seeing some stronger storms coming through. We're looking at showers and storms, and they slide east as we head towards 8 p.m. Watch that clock in the corner of your screen and notice how Salt Lake County remains active. We're going to keep with that isolated storm potential as we roll into Wednesday, and that's really going to be for the northern half of the state. Possibility of some flash flooding popping up at the Mighty 5 as we head into tonight. Overnight lows in the 50s, 60s in St. George. For tomorrow, those daytime highs are going to climb. The help of our southerly flow is going to allow for those temperatures to hit the upper 80s in Salt Lake, 84 in Logan, 94 in St. George. As we zoom into the Wasatch Front and back, we know scattered storm potential will be there. Temperatures will range in the 80s and 70s for our mountain valleys. Here's a check on the St. George 7-day forecast. Slight chance Tuesday, Sunday, and possibly into Monday. Temperatures in the 90s, then dropping to the 80s. The Wasatch Front stays really active. Scattered storms for our Tuesday. Isolated chance Wednesday. Thursday through Saturday, you can't rule out a storm, but then we amp back up with activity for the latter half of the weekend and into next week. Daytime highs staying in the low to mid 80s, and that's above average for this time of year. Glenn, Emily, over to you.